Hello peeps, long time no see. I've been busy sorting my craft room out, so please forgive me. I've been a bit slack on my crafting just lately. I have to admit that. Right, so first of all, playing around with them, blending brushes, I'll be using those. Today, we're going to be doing something with Halloween, seeing as it's coming up very quickly. It's going around very fast this year. Pink Ink Designs, Giselle. I do love this silhouette with her witchy Sona and her lovely wings as well. So whether that's supposed to be a cape or it's supposed to be wings, I suppose you could use it as either. A winged witch, very nice. I'm also going to use, I do want to use some of these bats and some of these. She's the hero stamp and these are the workers, what we call the workers. So I'm going to be using some of those in this particular card I'm going to make today. Right, before I get down to those things, let me show you what inks I'm going to be using. Cosmic Shimmer, Colour Cloud Blending Inks, purple. This is quite a dark one. I'm going to use that for the main background. I do love these inks, nice juicy inks, spread well. VersaFine Clair Nocturne, the black, for stamping. And then I will be also stamping in, possibly using these colours. We've got Strawberry, we've got Summertime, nice orangey one for my pumpkins. We've got Shady Lane and Spruce for maybe some for doing the ivy and that. I like to try and do different colours. Because they are silhouette stamps, I will, rather than, you know, sort of do them all in black, I'd like to stamp them in colours. So that's that. Right, now card size as usual, A5 card blank, which is 15 by 21 centimetres. The mat is 14 by 20 and the topper is 13.5 by 19.5 centimetres. So that I've already stuck the mat down to save a bit of time. So that'll be on there. Now, my stencils I'm going to be using. Now this was not the latest batch. I did this as a couple of batches back, I think. But I've got my cobweb, which you can use any which way around you want. You know, please yourself. I want to have that kind of in the background as well. I'm also going to be using my most recent of stencils is my Scarecrow, which I love this one. This one does some great things with this Scarecrow. And also this one, which not many people have really seen that much. I mean, it's a generic sort of pattern kind of thing, but it's actually, if you look carefully, they're witches' hats. I just drew it out and just repeated it up and down, you know, right way up, upside down, right way up, upside down, and just repeated the pattern, which makes kind of it looks, from a distance, it looks like little waves going over, I suppose. But yeah, they are actually witches' hats, so I'm going to try and incorporate that as well. But we'll see how it goes. Before I do any stenciling though, I want to stamp out some of my, let's put this out of the way as well, actually, the card. What I want to do first is stamp out some of the hero stamps, what I'm going to have around the borders, because once I've done all the stenciling, it's just going to, you're going to see it through. I'll be stenciling through the stamps and I don't really want that. So, don't matter with the bats because they'll be black. I've got to kind of wing it. So I'm going to have, let's get the old stamping platform ready. So I can always blend around them or over them or whatever afterwards with my background inks. But I do kind of want some, that one's a bit, just a smaller one. Let's have a look. I think, here we go, this one's got a pumpkin attached to it. I'm going to put a pumpkin down in this corner, like so. Spooky dooky pumpkins. Right, so I do love Halloween season. That's great, I think. As many of you know, I do love me Halloween. So now then, I'm going to do the leaves in greens. So the good thing about having your stamping platform is you can lay your lighter colour down first. Do that in green and the pumpkin in orange. Don't matter if the one colour goes into another, it really doesn't matter. I lay that down first and then add my darker colours. Oh, my green's not working very well, is it? See, this is why you need, is that the dark one? That's Miss Bruce. Let's go back to that lighter green, let's see if we can do that again. That's it. I'm going to do for a refill of all my inks, they're all getting a bit old now. We'll go over that orange again as well, I think. That's it. But now I want to go over those with the darker of the colours, which is the red and the dark green. But I don't want to do the whole lot, so I'm going to kind of do the... I'm going to do the leaves in patches, like that. Add a bit of darkness to the leaves. Don't like my leaves to be all one colour. They're liking that. Yes, I am liking that. Let's do that little leaf at the top there. A little bit of dark and light. And the pumpkin, I'm not sure I'm going to do this. I want really, if I can do it, for it to go round. Oh no, just getting triangles. It's not going to do what I want it to do, but I don't want it to be that dark. I wanted it really to be in kind of stripes, but see if I can kind of wing it. It's kind of what I wanted. That's it. Got some red and some orange. There. I love that. I am going to go over that light green again though, because that doesn't seem to be working very well at all. I'm going to have to get another one of these. I want the light green to stand out enough. Perhaps just weren't pressing it down enough, I don't know. Yeah, that's a bit better. Right, so I've got that in the corner. The bats I can do later. And there is a cat as well, actually. So I think what I'll do... So this is what I love about pinking. You get all these workers, you get a whole A5 sheet. All these different stamps on it. It's brilliant. Right, there's another pumpkin there, so I'm going to put him here, I think. It's slightly smaller, or is it the same size? Actually, I'd say that was the same. No, it's slightly smaller. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to do it so it's slightly behind. So, right, where's my white pen, my usual trick that I do. And I'm going to draw that bit there because I don't want to paint that bit in. You've seen me do this many times. I still tend to do it. Other people have other ways, but I still tend to stick to doing it that way. So right, orange and red again then. Let's move my green out of the way. That's my green. That's my red. Orange, right, so. Actually, I might put some green on this pumpkin instead of having orange and red, orange and green, because some pumpkins are green, aren't they? Still have a lot of green on them, don't they? So it's like that. That I like a lot. And then all of the light green, just bits here and there, over the orange. Because not all pumpkins look the same. And a bit of dark green as well, and that leaf. Let's see if I can do a bit of a bit more green on it, like that. See how that looks. Oh yes, that I'm liking a lot. Right, let's go back with the orange. We won't put any red on this one. Go back over with the orange. Get that bright orange back out. I've gone over that now, haven't I, as well? So that's it, just building your colours up basically to start with. Okay, I like that. I am liking that. Right, let's get that pen off there as well because I don't want to distract myself next time I use it, do I? Right, so that's that with them for now. Everything else the stamp's going to be in black, so it doesn't matter if it's going over another colour. So let's take that off there. Right. First of all, let me put in place this cobweb, I think. And now, where do I want it to be? Yeah, I think they're like that. But right to the edges. And I think, just to keep that steady, just to make sure I don't move it, because it is, you know, it's quite a flimsy stencil, so it might move. It might not, but I ain't risking it. So let's get me a bit of masking tape. Put that on there. It's just so I don't get that slipping around just a little bit. Just help me to blend through without it slipping all over the place. That's it. Right, so now here comes my blending, my Colour Cloud blending ink. And I'm going to go in. Now then, am I going to have a sunshine behind this? I think I might do a sunshine behind the scarecrow. So, right, okay. Yeah, purple then. I've got to bear in mind I'm going to have the scarecrow about there. So I'm going to go dark around the edges than I am around the middle. Okay. So I'm going to keep it fairly light in the middle, just there. I want some colour in there, but I want you to see the effect of the web. So that's going to go in there. Here, like so. And obviously I don't want to completely cover these pumpkins, so I'm just going to go up to where they are, kind of. I don't mind a little bit of purple going over the leaves. I don't want it over the pumpies. So around there. Let's get that all around first. I know that centre bit's quite dark, but I want that bit to be quite dark. Right, now around the edges I want to be dark. Try not to pick up too much ink at once because it is juicy ink and I don't want it to spill underneath, because it can. It sometimes gets pushed underneath. Right, so now I'm going to go around these edges. See, I keep catching that. So I want to get them fairly dark around these edges, but I want to keep that area light because that's where my witchy poo is going to be stamped in there. So just do dark to there. And a little bit around there as well. Oops, the daisy, stop moving. I keep catching it with my brush. That's that. Okay, so let's take that off there. So what I mean by these are so juicy, you have to be careful loading your brush. You put too much on, it can get underneath your stencil if you're not careful. But I don't mind, it's not spoiled. As long as it's not too juicy in the middle, we're all good. Right, I'll just give that a quick wipe. I like to look after my kit and I like to get it clean straight away. That's it. Got a cupboard on my thingy now, on my table. Right, so that's what we've got so far. You can still see the pumpkins. Nice bright orange little things that they are. So what I want to do there is I want to create like a sunshine, but I'm going to have to do that after the scarecrow, I think. And what colour should I go around the scarecrow? I might have to do that in purple as well. The main thing is to have the web on the inside. So, okay. So my scarecrow is going to go about here. So you are still going to see a lot of that web. About there, I think. Yeah, about there, I think. Okay. Let's just, again, use them bits of tape again. Stick it down a bit. Now, I don't know if to use a different colour or whether to just stick with the purple. Let I see. What colour could I go around it though if I don't use the purple? The purple's gonna, because I've got purple on the what's it. Let's try it. Should I try it with this spruce? That'll do it, won't it? Let's give that a go. If I don't like it, I can always go over it with another colour. So, where's my green brush? There it is. Right, so what I'm thinking, so I'll go around the scarecrow in a different colour, it'll separate it from the purple of the cobweb, is my thinking. It might look completely rubbish, we'll see. Don't know till we try, do we? So I'm going to go around there. Feeling his arms, his broomsticks for arms. And I love purple and green together anyway. Purple and green, I think they are fantastic colours together. Green, as most of you know, is my favourite colour. Next door neighbour's going out. Yeah, so I've spent this week, I managed to get myself a little unit that I've been waiting for to get. And it's one of those cube units. I've already got one, but that's got me pink ink stamps and all my papers and everything on it at the side of me. So everything's at hand. Obviously, you know, I'm on the pink ink design team. So I like to keep my pink ink stuff right near me. Plus it's my favourite stuff as well. And then I wanted another cube to put everything else in. All my inks and things are all stored in like A4 size plastic lidded boxes. And I wanted cubes because I thought they'd stack well in the cubes. Anyway, I finally got my hands on an 8 cube one. And I've managed to get everything put away nicely. So I know where everything is. And it looks nice and tidy, and my craft room is finally done. I know I moved in at the end of July and I've been working to get things sorted out, you know, moved in properly and settled down properly and all the rest of it. But I was never quite happy with my craft room, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I had to wait till I'd got the funds to get what I needed. So anyway, I found one the other day. And I've put all my stuff on it, and it looks lovely in here now. The way I got it set up before was a bit of a mishmash of different bits of furniture and all the rest of it, and you know, tables, under tables and all that sort of stuff, and I was not happy with it at all, and I thought, no, I'm not showing anybody my craft room until it's done. Well, it's done now, so I might do a video later just to show people how my craft room's looking nowadays. Not everybody will find it interesting, but there's many that do. Right, so I'm going to now bring that green. I've done the dark edge, I'm going to bring it in a bit now then, so I've got green within. Not too much, nothing too much, nothing too heavy. I'll just keep going round. You see how the green's coming in now into the centre, but I need to leave that nice bright centre. So there we have that. So with the stencil still in place, I am now going to attempt to stamp Giselle within. This is going to be stamped all in black, so that's fine. Let's get a good placement. I want to make sure our hat is in place. Doesn't matter if some bits don't go in. Where's her foot? There's a foot. So a hat can go up there into his hat. Still just about got her arm in there. Her wings won't be in, but her feet will. That one will anyway, that foot will. So that's where I want to place her. Right. I mean, I could move. Instead of having her within it, no, leave it like that for now. I like to put things within the stencil, that was my whole point of them when I first started making these stencils, was to do a picture within a different shaped aperture. That's always that's where it started out. And that's what I've always done. And obviously my shapes have gone from basic shapes to animals to all sorts now, so. And I love creating them, it's great. Especially when people love them as well. Right, let's get her stamped up. This might take a couple of attempts. The black's got to go over that other ink. Let's just see where it goes. My black's quite juicy, so it shouldn't be too bad. If I don't like the look of it stamped inside within the stencil, then I'll just stamp over it again inside. You need to push really hard where it overlaps the stencil, because it does tend to push the stamp off your page, off your paper. So press down really hard anywhere where it's overlapping. There we go. Oh, I had an accident the other day as well, I'll just tell you. I normally wear that lovely big ring. It's silver and marquisite ring. And I weighed myself on my scales the other day. I keep them just down by the side of the sink in the bathroom, between the sink and the bath. And the finger's feels quite bruised. And what happened was I put the scale back, and as I brought my hand up, the ring caught on where the bath rolls over the edge. You know, the edge of because one of them metal baths, it's an old style bath. And where the metal rolls over the side, the ring had caught on it. Of course, me not thinking anything of it, I just put the thing down, brought my hand up, and the ring caught on the bath and chunk. Before I knew it, I could have lost a finger, but it didn't. And the amazing thing is, the ring split, pulled it completely off. The ring split, it's cut across my finger there, it's just about healed now, and left a little bit there, but it cut it right across there, but it literally split the ring. And since that, I've tried to bend the ring back into shape, thinking I could get a piece, you know, put it back, fix it, get it fixed. but I can't move it, and it's a really strong metal. And silver is usually quite soft, but this is not soft, and I couldn't bend it back at all. It was really hard to do. So I was lucky there. My angels must have been looking out for me on that one. Could have lost a blooming finger. If it hadn't have split, I probably would have just pulled my finger off. Nasty. Anyway, it's not too bad now. The bruising's about gone down, and it's not quite as painful as it was. So right then. Just thought I'd let you in on that little adventure. Right, that looks quite good. Not quite as good a stamp as I want, so I'm going to just go over that again. Get a bit more black. Get it a more definite black. Mainly on the body, because the wings and that seem to have... They're alright. The body needs that little bit more. Right. There we go. Let's see how that is. Yes, that's perfect. That is perfect. That is just what I want. Nice and jet black. That clean. Actually, I'll leave that there just in case I do, like I say, decide I want to put it on the outside of the scarecrow. Skeleton, I was going to say then, scarecrow. Let's take that off, see what we've got. Ooh, spiders and scarecrows and witches. Let's give that a quick clean. You know what I'm like about cleaning this stuff. I have to do it. If I leave it, I forget. And I'll go off and cook my dinner and forget, and then in a day or two I won't be able to wipe it off. There. That'll do. It's better than it was. Right, let's put that up there. Let's have a look then what we've got. Yes, now I do like that. And I could stamp over, but I think I like it like that. I shall use a black pen just to bring that to the edge, just to make sure that is to the edge. And I think I might bleach the wing out and put some colour in there, and the same with our hat there and there. That's what I'll do with that. So let me just get rid of, actually, shall I leave that on there? I'll leave that on there for now, just in case I need it for the next stencil. So what I want to do now is moon mask there. We'll do all that lot in a minute. Right, I've got some different sizes here. I'm not sure what I was going to use. That might be a bit too big. Or not. Okay, so I'm going to go do, right, okay, the moon. I'm going to go around first in blue. I was thinking of doing it as a yellow moon, but I think now, I don't know. I'm going to go around it in blue anyway. And I'm going to do it from there, just a slight blue edge, like that. So it looks like we've got a moon behind a scarecrow now. And then I'm going to go back in with the purple around it. Always keep your moon masks out, keep them handy. I think I've probably got enough purple on that. Or not. Oh, I don't like how that's going. That's not going very well, is it? It's gone all weird. I weren't doing that before, was it? What's going on? I want that to blend around them edges. But I want to keep that little bit of blue just there. and a paler purple. Just there. See where I'm going. Right, so dark around the edge. But I don't want it to disrupt where my copper is, but I do need the dark around the edge. And a little bit down there as well. Just to tie it all together. We don't want no big white pieces standing out. I will take them off because I need to go around the edge with my purple, and then it'll just there you go. So look then, almost like the web's blending into the darkness. I'm going to have a dark edge. I like a dark edge. It just pulls everything together, I think. Put my chink on here, let's use some of this. Actually, I'm glad I did that scarecrow in green. I think it looks quite good in green. Okay, right, about there now. And so we've got the moon shining as well. I wonder if I can get that scarecrow any darker than that. I suppose if I used black it would be dark. I don't really want to use black. Not if I can help it. Right, so that's all the purple done. That's the moon done. So now, let's have a look. So I had a little bit of yellow in that moon. I mean, moons are not generally yellow, are they? Just a slight bit like that. Pumpkin moon, and then I'm going to go around that blue as well a little bit, I think. Just to make it stand out a bit more. Let's do blue around the edge of the moon as well. Just inside. There you go. Now we're looking like a moon, aren't we? I think that if we need to do that. Let's get a bit darker, that scarecrow a bit darker. Just going to go over that scarecrow again. See if I can hold it in place and wing it. Cool, blimey. These tops, you know, they're really good. Once they're on, they're on. Good and tight. Right, let's go over this green again, make this as dark as I can. Because you can still see me witchy poo, so. blend that in a bit. Right, I think that'll do it. Oh yeah, that's better. It's nice and dark now, isn't it? Looking good, looking good. Let's put that in there out of the way. I think that's that with all my brushes. Give me Scarecrow another quick wipe. Not perfect, but it won't spread to anything else that I use it for. Right, so got the pumpkins down there. I'm going to black the eyes on that. Where's me little black pen gone? And the mouth as well, because I mean they would be black, wouldn't they? Would they? I suppose they would. I suppose there's a bit of light coming through them, I suppose, if they're lit jack-o'-lanterns. I can always do black at the edges. Have a bit of light on the inside. No, it looks goofy. I think we just need to colour that in black. Looks a bit odd otherwise, doesn't it? Being careful not to colour over his teeth, otherwise it won't look like he's got any teeth. There you go. I just feel it needs a bit of an outline, just make it stand out a bit more. That's it. See a bit more now, can't you? Right, let's do that bleaching out bit that I said I was going to do. Right, in here, I've got some watered down bleach. Just cheap bleach. It's not your Domestos or anything like that. I'm going to use a small paintbrush. I don't know why I shook that, but I'm just going to bleach the purple and green out of these wings. I'm not sure it'll bleach past the green. We'll definitely bleach the purple out. it doesn't matter. And I'm also going to do the same with the hat under there. Okay. I think that should be all right. Right, I'm going to have a quick dry over that. Just so that I can paint in there again, because if I don't dry it, it'll just bleach out again. Whatever I paint in there will bleach out again. Should do it. Right, so what colour wings? Let's have a look. I've got my paint pot, already got some paints in here. I think the wings I'm going to do in blue. I'm going to keep it pale. Yeah, the bleach is taking the colour straight back out. Wondering if it might do that. It'll make them dark on, that's it. So if it bleaches anyhow, at least we'll still be left with some colour in there. And her hat, I think the underside of her hat, I'm going to do that in this lovely dark orange. And the stripe on her hat can be orange as well. So can her hair actually. There you go, we'll add some yellow to her hair as well, I think. Right, now what I want to do is, I was going to, where's my black paint on again now? Where did that go? Where's the other one gone? Where is it? Yeah, there you go. This one's bleached. Yeah, it's bleached all that blue out, look. So to reusing bleach, I suppose. Just want to draw her feet back in. To make sure you can see them. Right, what I'm going to do now, to go around that, because I've just bleached that as well and it's made it look like it's faded it a bit. It's the stars in her hat. I do love this witch's grey, isn't she? I'm going to try that again, see if I can put some more blue in it. It's not dyed the pink back out, it's not bleached the orange back out, shall we say. bleach the blue back out. Perisher. Blooming perisher. Perhaps I didn't dry it enough. Let's try and dry it through from the other side as well. Yeah, it's very, very wet. Doing guns in and out, it's bad at it. Ready. Let's redo. It's red hot now. Right, let's see if I can get that blue back in there. Let's get. Keep putting too much water on it, it's gonna starting to roll a little bit now. Right, looks like the colour might stay this time. Or not. Yep, bleach certainly does its job, doesn't it? Right, that's going to have to stay wherever that is now. It's either going to stay there or it's not. Right, Dr. Martens Bleed Proof White. Let's give her some highlights. Let's put that in there. A bit of water. Don't want too much on my brush at once. Let's make most of that off there. So what I want to do is I want to highlight her, like as if the moon's shining on her. Moon's reflection. Onto her hat. Colour those little stars as well. And now then, this would be, so it would go onto the top of her hat. I've got water in that brush. Bloody blighter. Yeah, the water gets up that metal bit and suddenly it appears from nowhere. Don't want that. I want a white line on her hat there. There. And it would go along there like that. And do some bits in her hair as well. Right, so it will come down her arm to there. And it would go across there. Probably wouldn't necessarily go there, to be honest. It would be the inner side of our arm. Now her legs. Right, which leg's going where? That's on this and that's on that side, so it would come. Now her leg to there. Don't look like somehow, does it? The leg always looks like it's come from the far side and over the near side, but it's not. Does that look? Would it have been? Not sure, but anyway, that's how it is. Creases in her skirt there. Perhaps a little crease in her skirt there. And we'll put some on her wings as well, I think. I think there's anything else I can put shading on really. She wouldn't have any on her face because her hat would hide it. Put some on the pumpkins. Right, okay, so a bit of highlights on the pumpies. A bit on the leaves. I think that'll do for the highlights for now. Right, back to the, what's it? Back to this stamping. Right, I don't think I'm going to be using her anymore. I think we've got as much of her as we need. Now, all I want to stamp is her black pussycat and some bats. Let's have a black cat. Right, let's put a magnet on that. Have the cat sitting there. Then we can do him just in black. And again, until we can no longer see the web through him. One more. That's the cat done. He will get some highlights as well in a minute. And now we'll have some batty bats. That one in the moon. That one can go there. That's quite a big one. We'll have that one there. And that one further back. Hopefully that'll hold everything in place. Okay. One more layer. There. And I think a little bit of highlight and then it's about done. So this is Pink Ink Giselle stamp set, and my now then we've got the cobweb. I think that's called a wonky web stencil, witches hats, which I didn't use, and my, what is he called? Something, I don't know, something scarecrow, scary scarecrow or something. He's in the shop anyway. Can I put some witches hats in there? I don't think it needs it, so I've not actually used the witches hats, but I was going to use them to fill in some of the excess space, but with the web there, really don't need it, but you've seen it anyway. So right, a bit more white highlights. On my bats and things. My bats and my cat. Right, so the moon's that side, so we need to do this side. Scary bats. Halloween's coming, Halloween's coming. Can't really do much more than that really. Can do eyes. Little eyes peering. Right, and then the cat will have bit of highlights. Now all we need to finish off is a little bit of shading underneath. We can use that dark purpley colour I've got in there. And shadows facing that way. And a bit underneath the pumpkins, bit of grounding. Everything's grounded now. And from purple to green because my purple's run out in my palette. There. I think that's it. Job's a good in. So lots of details there. Two stencils overlapping, having the layers, and the bleach did colour, take most of the colour out of her wings, but some of it's gone back in. which I'm happy about. And yeah, quite a lot of details in that. And that is now going on there. Let's just get rid of that dust off of that pot. Put my ink lids back on. Got my glue, which is my Cosmic Shimmer glue. Maybe I'll get right to them edges, that's it. Bit too much glue on there and there. That blue keep bleeding out of our wings. I have to try and put a bit more blue in that. Let me just give this one more try with the blue. Get most of the wet out of my brush. That's the wrong brush. Let's get most of the water out of my brush. Give it a flick, that's it. Let's get some of that blue. Paint it back in. Stop disappearing my wings. There you go. Job's a good one. Now she's got blue wings again. What do you think to that? I think that is lovely. I like the combination of the two stencils, the web and the scarecrow. And the witchy poo, she's brilliant anyway. Of course she's a pink ink. There you go, folks. What do you think to that? Happy Halloween is on its way. It's coming. Something wicked. This way comes. Roll on. Right then. Okay. I hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing with them stencils and stuff. And I'll see you again next time. Maybe we'll do another Halloween. Who knows? Okay. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching and bye for now. Take care, people. Bye.